What's up guys, Select Nasty here, and we have a little Black Ops gameplay for you. I hadn't done a commentary in a while, so just, get on here and do a little commentary for you guys, and hope you enjoy it. Now this team deathmatch game, the reason I got this in here, the gameplay wasn't too exciting, but we straight up raped this team. This is the worst we've ever beat anybody. It was me, Straight Nasty, and Trauma TS. If you don't know who Trauma TS is, he's the guy that made our intro for us. His channel link will be in the description. Go check him out. And but we beat this team 7,500 to 1,500. I mean, the whole team didn't get but 15 kills. But that's not what I really want to talk about. Robert Bowling, if you don't know who that is, a community manager for the multiplayer side at Infinity Ward on Modern Warfare 3. He had on Reddit.com, he had a Q&A, a question and answer thing, and you can go on and pretty much ask him whatever you wanted to about Modern Warfare 3, and he would answer it as long as it wasn't spoiled and like he didn't have to drop the beans on anything. But I got a list of everything that I've copied and I wanted to talk about. There was a lot of interesting stuff and a lot of stuff that'll probably get you pumped up about Modern Warfare 3. But the link will be in the description to that, to the little Q&A he had. You can go check it out. But I'm gonna try to get this maybe in one part, but there's a pretty good bit of stuff, so I might have to do two parts here. But let's get started. Now, the first thing one guy asked, and I'm gonna just read the questions and then tell you what 402 said, or Robert Bowling what he said, and then I'm gonna talk about it, how I feel on the situation. But it says, despite Call of Duty being a team-based game, the gameplay encourages and rewards lone wolves who ignore their objectives for kills. What's being done about that? And why for so long has a team-based game been so focused around being a selfish douchebag? Okay, 402 said, I completely agree, and we have changed a lot of how XP, match bonus, challenges, rewards, and other incentives are distributed in objective gameplay. And how I take that is, they're taking Modern Warfare 3 and they're taking the objective game types and they're making it more driven towards playing the objective. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what he said. Now, he doesn't mention anything about adding new game types. I would personally love to see them bring war back from from World at War. That game type, somebody could kill whore and it would help the guy trying to play the objective out, because it would help you cap the flags faster. That would be a pretty good addition to Modern Warfare 3. And then he said, furthermore, we have focused a lot of the new equipment additions and multiplayer to make sure we're giving the objective player just as many tools to be better at playing the objective focused game types as we do a TDM player. Now, adding new equipment. There's no telling what kind of equipment they're adding. It could be noob friendly, and it could be hardcore objective player friendly. There's really no telling. I hope to God they don't bring stuff back like the motion sensor, because I mean, a dude could just go in one room, plant a motion sensor, and he could just camp that room repeatedly, and it was hard to scruff him out of it. But next question says, a lot of Modern Warfare 3 footage looked very similar to Modern Warfare 2. What is Modern Warfare 3 doing to differentiate itself from previous games, both in terms of single player and multiplayer? Now, I know you guys don't want to hear about the single player too much, but he said that the actual levels will be larger in scale. The draw distance, stuff like that, will be, it'll have a further draw distance. The particle effects and everything will be tremendously revamped. And the single player campaign, it's going to carry you all over the world. He mentioned Paris, he mentioned London, places in the United States, freaking Africa. I mean, you go into Africa for God's sakes. But the multiplayer side, he said that I'm reading it right now. He said, multiplayer standpoint, it's all about polish and balance, taking all the feedback from Modern Warfare 2, building up from the core design philosophy of Call of Duty 4, and you know, the fast-paced gun-on-gun focused gameplay. He said keeping what we loved and losing stuff that we and you as the gamer didn't, and adding in stuff that would change up the way that we play. Now, he also mentioned in a interview that I watched recently that they're going back to the Call of Duty 4 days. He said that Modern Warfare 3, as the way it's playing right now, you can really compare it to Call of Duty 4, but faster and more polished. Now, that is a huge, I mean a huge step up from Modern Warfare 2. And you know, from the stuff that they're saying, Modern Warfare 3 is gonna be freaking insane. You know, I'm calling it early. Modern Warfare 3 is gonna be so awesome. But let's move on. And that last bit of conversation leads to my favorite part of this conversation. What are some examples of the loved and less loved stuff you'll be removing or implementing in multiplayer? And he responded, he said he loved high gun damage, gun-on-gun focus, depth of features, but simplistic in design. Now, some of the stuff that he says that they're removing is one-man army, commando, they're removing the nuke, and the best, you know, the best news of all is they're removing Last Stand, aka the bitch perk. That I've been preaching since World at War, Call of Duty 4. I've been in my head, I've been saying it for days to remove that junk. But guys, that pretty much wraps this one up. There's going to be a part 2 because there's a lot more stuff I want to talk about, but peace. Follow us on Twitter, where you'll be notified of every video that we upload to YouTube. Plus, you'll be notified when we're online gaming. Send us a message and we'll send you an invite.